Hi guys, it's Patricia from Haven Life, just coming to you today so that we can go ahead and continue with our limited belief series. I took a week off last week to spend time with my family and enjoy this wonderful time that we get to call Thanksgiving, and I just did that. I hope that you got an opportunity to spend time with your loved ones and just enjoy their company. So I wanted to go ahead and continue, like I said, with our limited belief series moving into 2020. And why is it so important to identify, work through, acknowledge, all that fun stuff? Now, if you haven't seen one or two of this series, I would suggest you go back because we're going to kind of dig into the meat of it. So going back to identifying the limited belief and acknowledging the limited belief is going to be important because we're really going to dig in, and this is going to be one of those parts that you might feel like you need that base. And also, for those of you who might be struggling to identify your limited beliefs, go ahead and direct message me. I'd be happy to help you. Seriously, I will. And then in regards to acknowledging them, if you're having trouble acknowledging them and letting them move on, totally understand that. We all go through it. I hope that it might not have been as difficult as it was for for others. So if you need to direct message me, please do so, or you can actually put a comment below. Now, today we are going to be discussing overcoming those limited beliefs by replacing them with empowering thoughts, empowering ideas, empowering things that you want to do. Remember, this is about dreaming. And so when you're dreaming about your 2020, what are we going to do in the future? How does this look? I know I have a list, and it was kind of nice actually taking the week off because I was able to dig in. And guys, I do my homework. I really do. What I ask of you is what I do for myself. And the reason I do that is because I'm still learning. Not only did 2019 a wonderful year for me, it has continued to be a wonderful year for me. And I'm so grateful for it because I was able to dig into those limited beliefs and be able to really dig into those empowering thoughts. Believe me, we struggle, and I expect that you will too, and I wouldn't expect anything less. However, limited beliefs in general, can be good and bad. Now, the ones that we're talking about, we still can't see them, but we know they're there. Creating a place of knowledge for yourself, recognizing that they are there, because it's super important. If you don't know that you have limited beliefs, you're going to be struggling. Knowing where you want to go, what you want to do in 2020 with this foundation, and then going forward with knowledge, knowing that, okay, this is the crappiest limited belief that I get to work through, but guess what? I'm going to dig in this year. I have my own. I'll be sharing those with you in 2020 as we go forward, because you're going to get to see me work through it, right? I learn, you learn. So this part of becoming empowering yourself is so important. It is a level of knowledge that you're going to have to dig into because you're not going to do this just once. You're going to do this every time you have to work through one of those limited beliefs. That's why this series is super important, because you're going to go back and have to learn again and do it again, and that's okay. Now, what does a limited belief look like? We've talked about it, but let me give you an example. I am not capable. One of them would be, I'm not capable of the following. I am not good enough. It is the things that are holding you back, those little recordings that come in and you're just like, where did that come from? Yes, those guys, because you know in your heart of hearts that that's not the truth about who you are. And you're still struggling. You're like, why am I doing this? Why am I talking to myself this way? Look, it's a matter of discussing your own personal power with yourself. It is a true battle internally, but guess what? You're going to be able to do it. Here's how. Whenever you do something that is changing a recording in your life, two things have to happen. Your heart and your brain actually have to communicate in a very coherent way. And the only way that you're going to do that is by telling your body that this is the emotion I want to attach to this future, to this new person that I know I am, or this person who I know I am, but for some reason I have a limited belief that's holding me back, right? So the emotion, instead of saying, I am confident, I can be capable, why not attach it, just tweak it a little bit and say, I feel capable. That's an empowering statement. That's saying there's an emotion. I feel capable. I feel strong. I feel. This is an emotion. Now you're telling your heart that will eventually get the information up to the brain that this is who I am and this is what I'm going to do in the future. I don't care what kind of limited beliefs I had in the past, but this is who I am now, and I'm no longer going to accept anything else. Yes, I'm sorry, that was a rant. But no, I this is so important, because if I was able to do this year with some big things, I know you can do that too. I can't emphasize enough how important attaching an emotion to an empowering statement is going to be key to you breaking through those limited beliefs. We all have different ones. We all need to identify what those are. Everything doesn't fit into one box. What I ask of you of this week is to now start tackling those and overcoming those limited beliefs with an emotional statement that makes sense. What I'm going to also tell you is that you want to start putting your goals and dreams in front of you, whether it be a dream board, whether it be go get a Sharpie and write it on something, you can actually toss in the future. Or you can just go get a marker and put it on a mirror somewhere. Whatever that looks like, keep it front and center so that you recognize if there's a limited belief that's popping in, you then start to deal with it and acknowledge it and let it move on, because that's the only way you're going to be able to do that in terms of a limited belief and getting it to move forward. Now, moving on in terms of empowering yourself and your thoughts and your emotions, they all have to match. One can't be different from the other. If they don't match, you're going to continue to slide back into that limited belief because you didn't attach that emotion about self-empowerment, and that is where you got to go. So I'm going to suggest that you follow groups. Now, there's a place that you want to be in life, and whatever that looks like for you, follow a group that is in that realm for you. I don't know what that looks like for you. For me, it was following groups about business. It was about following groups about limited beliefs, about mindfulness about myself. It was about women empowerment. All of these things I started to follow because I needed to work on my own. And so what I did is I started asking questions, and you need to do the same thing. Ask questions. And there's going to be a group of people who will go encourage you and grow with you and love on you. That's going to be your tribe. Find your tribe. Make sure that they know that you're new to this and that you're still growing and you're trying to learn. And believe me, you're going to see a huge thing start to shift for you because you're going to feel really good. You're going to got a little emotional there, so let me shake it off. But yes, move forward. Make sure you know what that goal is. Make sure you know what that limited belief is attached to that goal, and start creating that empowered thought and emotion that goes with it. That's it for me, guys. I hope you guys got a lot of good information over the last 3 videos. Make sure you comment if there's something unclear. Please message me. I'm here for you guys. That's what I'm here for. So go ahead and have a wonderful week ahead. I hope it's full of discovery for yourself, and I'll be back next week. Let's talk about dream boards. Okay? Thanks. Bye.